everyone, today I've got your Charlie's Angels movie review. So another Charlie's Angels movie is out. Seriously, who asked for this? So as far as the story goes, Elizabeth Banks directs this Charlie's Angels reboot, continuation. At this point, it doesn't even matter what to really call it, since it's been a complete turn off with her latest comments about this movie flopping at the box office, in which she said, quote, "You've had 37 Spider-Man movies and you're not complaining." Or, if this movie doesn't make money, it reinforces a stereotype in Hollywood that men don't go see women in action movies. First of all, not true. I'm talking Atomic Blonde, Mad Max Fury Road, Wonder Woman, to name a few, with all strong leads that didn't need this feminist or propagandist agenda to prove themselves to their audience, or characters like Sarah Connor or Ellen Ripley. I don't remember when I last saw a Charlie's Angels movie, but I don't remember them being made this bad. And at this point, they are a little bit dated, but I guess people might still enjoy them for what they are. And the trailer for this movie really made me completely uninterested in what this had to offer. Now, using this women's empowerment excuse to boost this movie didn't pay off. Didn't work for Ghostbusters 2016 and certainly didn't do it justice here. Plus, it was marketed horribly. I don't remember seeing a lot of ads for this movie in general, so that's why no one, really wants to see this movie. And plus, Banks' track record for directing certain movies like Pitch Perfect 2 and in part Movie 43, and those just did not pan out well. So then the plot with this movie has this Alexa-type product that could get in the wrong hands, and it could be used to take over the world, and what are the angels supposed to do except try and stop the bad guys with gusto? Shake my head. So as far as the casting goes, I could really care less about who was in this movie, well known or not. First off, Kristen Stewart, who I haven't been a huge fan of. I mean, maybe she's made some movies outside of the Twilight franchise that, have been decent and could show that, she really wasn't this really dull, boring actress. And she really comes off like the complete opposite than we've ever seen. She's trying to be forcibly funny. She's cracking jokes left and right. And really, I'm just not impressed with her over-the-top and obnoxious acting. And Naomi Scott, of course, when I first saw her play Jasmine in the Aladdin live-action movie, I was really impressed with her, but here it was so disappointing when she came off like this damsel who basically just stood around while everyone else was taking names or being called the same name. And if you see this movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Ella Balinska comes off like this total badass, which is cool, especially for a movie like this, but she really doesn't do much else to impress me, and that's, really pathetic. And with all three of them sort of trying to be these angels, it really just didn't matter what kind of chemistry they were going to have in this movie, because it didn't feel fleshed out at all. Elizabeth Banks, of course, also stars in this movie, and she plays Bosley, and I just couldn't stand her at all in this movie and the way that she was trying to command the screen as well as behind the camera. Now, with respect to Patrick Stewart, I was not a fan of any of the male characters in this movie, and of course, using that female empowerment agenda in mind, it was obvious that the males were not supposed to look as strong like the women were, and they were all just really stupid and let the women do all the work while they were pathetically taking hits. Sam Claflin, I mean, I love him, but not in this movie. It was just really sad to watch. Now, the things that I liked about this movie were probably one or two action sequences that I found to be kind of exciting, but then after that, things took a turn for the worse. Sometimes this movie made me chuckle, not laugh, chuckle. And some of the style and wardrobe choices looked cool when it reminded me of Men in Black when they were all getting ready with their weapons and such. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that the dialogue felt cringe-worthy from the start and forced going along with this pro-female agenda. And the characters are so poorly written that I could honestly care less about them. And quite frankly, I did get bored easily, and I just wanted this movie to end. I don't even care about watching the original Charlie's Angels, or even if they had any hints at certain cameo appearances, but I just really hated this movie. So I'm not surprised that it flopped. So overall, I would say that Charlie's Angels was just an unnecessary movie to make altogether, and I wouldn't recommend seeing this movie. I don't even care if you've seen the originals, just stick to those if you like those better than this, but I'd say wait to see this movie if you dare. So I would give this a half heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Charlie's Angels. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.